Hi, and welcome to Yoga with Tim. Today we're going to do yoga for anxiety and stress. It's about that time where we need to chill out. So let's get started lying down on the back. We're going to begin lying down on the back, and I have a couple of props handy. I'm using a couple of blocks for today's class. You may or may not need them, but I'm going to have them handy. And then I also have a blanket just to cushion the head. So if you have this stuff, cool. If not, it's not going to be the end of the world. Lie down with the head support if you have it, and the knees bent. So important before we get moving is to just let the body relax. So we're going to let the knees knock in and close the eyes if it feels comfortable to. And as you scan your body, see where the areas of tension are. Feel your feet, your legs. Let go of the tension in your feet and your legs. Let go of the tension in your hips, your abdomen, your ribs. Feel your hands empty the tension they're holding. The arms and the shoulders relax. Feel that your rib cage can drop down and soften. The shoulders relax. Let go of your neck tension. Empty the jaw, empty the tongue. Feel the brow soften and the temples soften. Now the breath that we're going to want to cultivate to help to calm the nervous system is going to be a longer exhalation. But when you do this longer exhalation breath, I don't want you to strain at all to do it. So if you feel you're tightening up in order to do the longer exhalation, do less, a little bit less length in the exhalation. But we're going to aim for doing the exhalation twice as long. So exhale. Then breathe in for 3 counts. And see if you can slow down the out breath, make it twice as long. Breathe in for 4 counts. And as you relax, let the breath go out slower than the inhalation. Keep that breath pattern going 2 more times. Feel as you exhale, you're emptying any tension that you're still holding. Then open your eyes, keeping your gaze soft. Let your knees open up wide, and we're gonna mobilize our hip and our shoulder joints. So take your arms out to the side, the arms in like a goalpost position, and then let your knees swivel over to the right. But as you do that, you're going to make sure that your rib cage doesn't flare up, because that's gonna throw you into extension, which will excite the nervous system. And we want to keep the calming of the nervous system. So as the legs swivel over, you're going to deflate the ribs and reach your buttock towards the back of your knee. Internally rotate your left arm as you externally rotate your right arm. This is giving me anxiety with all these instructions. Turn your gaze now to your left. So you get the opposite stretch for your neck. Then come back to center and change sides. Can you exhale the ribs down and feel that your body can relax deeper? Change sides. Change sides. Inhale, come back to center. Then take the legs into Baddha Konasana. If your groins are really tight, here's where your blocks might come in handy. You could just slide them underneath the legs so they don't have to strain. Then take your arms up in the air. Clasp your hands. Exhale the ribs down. And as you inhale, think of your collarbones going really wide from the center of your chest, the tips of your shoulders, which is going to balance out the forward shoulder position that creates a lot of neck tension and prevents us from breathing deep. So with those broad collarbones and the ribs in, slowly reach your arms back. Pause there, and as you exhale, deflate your rib cage. As you breathe in, widen your collarbones. See if you can keep the front ribs in and down so that the back ribs can expand, which is going to help the full move in your diaphragm. And as the diaphragm moves better, it's going to help with your nervous system staying calm. It'll help with your vagal tone, your body's ability to adapt to stress. Bring your arms back up. So we're practicing being more efficient breathers through our posture and rib and pelvis positioning. Reach the arms back again. Broad collarbones. Back ribs falling to the ground. And can you visualize your breath spreading into your back ribs and your collarbones? Bring your arms back up, bring your knees together, and bring your right knee into your chest. Stretch your left leg out along the ground. Change legs, hug your left knee into your chest, and stretch your right leg out along the ground. Feel your left hip crease deepen. Notice where you're feeling the sensation. Remember your breath. Don't get caught in the inhalation. Fully exhale without straining. So that short, shallow inhalation, caught in the inhalation pattern, is going to excite the nervous system, and it's going to create poor posture and an improper breathing pattern that we want to try to move past with our practice. The way that you're going to do that is keep focusing on exhaling. Relax and don't strain so much in the pose. Oh, now it's all opening up. Funny how that works. Now set your feet down onto the ground. We're just going to do one more little supine dealie before we get moving. So I want you to, now we're going to start to work the core a little bit, which a little core work, that's not so bad. So you're going to hug your right knee in as you slide your left leg out along the ground. Reach your right arm up and back. But as the arm goes up, can you still train this position of the rib so that we get that deep diaphragmatic breath? Now slide your heel back and change sides. Right arm comes to the knee as you slide your right heel out. The left arm goes back, but you're holding your rib cage in and down. Don't strain your neck or your jaw at all. Tongue passive. Back up. Change sides. This feels so good. Just to move the body and to stretch. Change sides. developing a nice strong core through this routine at the same time. All right, now bend your knees, set your feet down, roll over to your side, and then press yourself up to seated. Come onto your hands and your knees for some bovine feline articulations, or more commonly referred to as cat-cow. We'll round the spine and open up your back ribs, widen your back ribs, widen between your shoulder blades. Take a breath into that space. Feel how tight it can be. And as you exhale, blow the air out through your mouth. Draw your ribs in and back more. Then as you inhale, flip the other way. And as you exhale, come back to the rounded position. Blow the air out. Feel the ribs draw in, away from the ground. Hold the rounded position and breathe in between your tight shoulder blades. Feel them turn into loose, mobile shoulder blades with your breath. Exhale, blow the air out again. Broad collarbones. Inhale into extension. And then come into neutral. Now with your toes curled under your knees, shoulder distance apart, rock your hips back halfway. Then as you inhale, keeping your ribs in, we're going to reach the right arm up. And exhale, mini thread the needle. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale into mini thread the needle. Hold here. Breathe that space into the same back rib connection we were doing in the cat-cow. And as you exhale, see if you can stretch a little deeper. Come back up and change sides. Inhale, spin the ribs, reach the arm. Exhale, slide through. Inhale, spin your rib cage, stretch your arm. Exhale, slide through. As you hold here, breathe space into those middle back ribs. Feel your shoulder blades and back. Tension, releasing, smoothing. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Then come back onto your hands. Let's mobilize the hips from here. Let's just do a few hip circles. So lift your knee out to the side, back behind you. Change sides. And then come into child's pose. With your big toes together, knees wide enough for your ribs to fit in between. Stretch your arms forward and let your head drop. If you're tighter on your shoulders, you could slide a block or a folded blanket underneath so that you have some support for your head if it doesn't drop all the way. And just feel your body calm and grounded. Walk your hands back towards you. In variation 2, we're going to do puppy dog stretch or downward facing dog. So you can walk your hands a foot in front of your shoulders, curl your toes, stretch back. Or if you prefer, keep the knees down, walk your hands forward, and then keeping your rib cage in, Let your collarbones melt towards the ground. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Cross your legs behind you. Sit back. Then scoot your hips forward. Lie down onto your back. Lift your hips up and slide your block underneath your hips if you have a block. If you don't have a block, you could use a cushion, bolster, couple of towels, blanket, whatever you got. And if you don't have any of that, you can just hold the active pose. So feel as the front of your pelvis is opening, your shoulder heads drop down. Keep coming back to that slower exhalation. Then lift your hips and move your prop to the side. Take your legs and stretch them up. Now, if you have very tight hamstrings, you're just going to hold the bend in the knees and hold the legs like this instead. Otherwise, stretch the legs towards straight. Don't tighten it all in your jaw or your shoulders. And now see if you can reach your arms overhead without your ribs lifting. Hug your knees to your chest. Final spinal twist. Set your feet down and open your arms out to the side. Cross your right ankle over your knee and slowly let your legs fall over to the left. Bring your legs back to center. Change the cross of your legs and slowly let your legs fall over to the right. So make sure you haven't lost the connection. You're holding, exhaling the ribs down so you can feel the space in the lower back nice and long instead of arching to compensate. So that's going to, again, help to retrain the breath, but also keep your lumbar spine and your hip joints healthy. Then come back to center. Plant your feet down onto the floor with your arms at your side. If it feels comfortable to, you could stretch your legs all the way out. Focus on your exhalation, helping your body to relax deeper and deeper. Scan your body again. Relax your toes, your feet. Relax the legs. Soften the hips, the abdomen, and your back muscles. Feel your shoulders drop down, the shoulder blades drop into the mat. Let go of the hands and the arms. Let go of any tension in your neck, your jaw, and your shoulders. Let the eyes soften and release back. Feel your temples soft, brow soft. Then for a moment, practice observing the sensations in your body. So just notice how good your body feels. Be mindful of the sensation. And practice gratitude for all the benefits that moving your body in this conscious and meditative way brings. How naturally the body can heal itself when we give time and energy through this therapeutic and healing practice. So now feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, bend your knees and roll over to your side. Put your microphone away and then press yourself up to seated. Join your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. So thanks so much for joining me for this class. Man, that was even better than a Xanny bar. If you enjoyed today's practice and you feel good after, leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel after. Also take a moment to subscribe to the channel so that you can start practicing with me regularly. I'm going to put a link below to the fundamentals or beginners course where you can start your yoga journey and build a strong foundation with me. I think I covered all the things. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.